Well, that was a hard one to swallow, and it's a hard one for those guys in the locker room to swallow, and it's my job now to keep them up because we still have a whole lot of basketball to play. And, I thought aside from a couple of little mental mistakes that our guys played hard, they played they executed the majority of our game plan, and, a couple of shots here and there, a couple foul shots, irrespective of the sort of feel of the game, we probably could have pulled that one out. So with that, I will open it up for questions.
Craig, I got a two-part question. So
Yeah.
Do you guys get fined if you get a technical foul in the game at all?
We don't get fined, but if I comment on anything, I'll get like a public reprimand, and I guess if I guess they could fine us. I don't know. So if you're going to ask me about the officiating, I won't say anything, but I don't feel like I need to say anything.
Yeah.
Second part of that question?
Well, that was the second part.
Okay.
I felt like, not part of the officials, but the way it was called, does that affect the way your players play? Does it change?
Let's see. How can I say this without going against the thing? The game is dictated. The tone of the game is dictated by the officiating, and so it affects the players.
Did you see that from your players,
Steve?
Craig, and how they were attacking the basket, or how they compared to how they normally would, given the way that the game?
Well, yeah, you have to sort of alter yourself. If you start out the game with 2 offensive fouls for Devon, it's going to make him a little jittery about going to the basket when he can be in the game, because he was out almost the whole first half after those fouls. But it's one of those things that you have to adjust to. But players and the coaches are used to adjusting to that, because at some point it comes back and into your favor. Most times.
That being said, aside from the officiating, do you look at the rebounding, the free throws? What was the difference?
Well, those are two things that if you had taken care of that business, you might have been able to weather the other stuff. The second chance baskets were just really disappointing because we had done such a good job all year on the glass, and today we did not. The foul shots were, again, disappointing because I think if you make a couple more foul shots, that might put you in a situation where it's harder for them to go down and do stuff because they're a little bit pressured. I thought that we did a terrible job on Ladd in the first half and a terrible job on Modem in the second half. So you can't, guys in this league can play, and you have to be able to stop what they're doing.
Your technical, was that just kind of boiling over?
Well, I thought there was an opportunity to get a call because right after that Roberto foul, which I don't know how he could have fouled a guy diving for the ball, but hey, I have to look at the tape. But they call the foul on Roberto, and then the very next play, Devon goes up for a rebound, and he's clearly shoved in the back. I thought, now, if this is working out, that might be a chance for him to say, okay, we'll even it out. But it was not called, so that was my boiling point, or whatever we want to call it. So, no, I really don't. I don't think it makes any sense to try and get technicals to fire up your team. If they're not ready to play, they're not ready to play. But that one was just, I thought, it was a heated moment. I was upset, and I yelled, call a foul. So, got a technical.
Craig, had fire and intensity that we all saw the other night against Washington. Did you see that today?
Yeah, I thought the intensity level was there and the fight was there. I thought that they did a better job getting some of the 50-50 situations in our last game. I thought we did a better job getting the 50-50 situations. But, I never have an issue with this team's desire, their fire, their hard work. Rarely. Maybe at the odd-off practice, at a certain time in practice, they kind of lose their focus on playing hard. But, I didn't see that today. I just saw some critical miscues at times that you can't have them in games that are close when you're going back and forth like this.
Did you miss Eric down the stretch there?
When he fouled out? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I think he comes up with some of the some loose balls and rebounds that no one else can do on our team. So yeah, we missed him. And I'll have to take a look at the tape. I didn't even see that last foul they called on him.
How did you feel like your team kind of overcame that boiling point and kind of calmed down and got back into the
Well, we were there. We were right there. One possession game. And poor Olaf's shot goes all the way in and comes out. I mean, there were a lot of opportunities for us to still win the game in spite of everything that was going on. And that's, pretty much that's all you can ask for. I mean, you want to have an opportunity to win the game down toward the end. I thought the guys managed the end of game situations very nicely. Fouling, getting rebounds, going down, making a quick shot, getting a timeout, all that stuff that you need to do when you're coming from behind, and just came up a bit short there.
Did you like Ahmad's look there at the end?
Pardon?
It looked like Ahmad got a pretty
I thought he got a pretty good look, and they were. I was surprised that they didn't foul, but he got closer than I expected because I expected them to try and foul him, and then when he got past him, I thought, that one's got a nice shot at going in.
Speaking of Vermont, the other night, Greg, you talked about trying to find what gets him going because he's been so up and down, make sure he stays up. Pretty positive couple of games here.
Yeah, it is, and part of it is just the awareness of knowing that he's been going up and down. He's a smart player. He knows he's been up and down, and he's trying to correct it on his own. And as a staff, we try and hit him with things that will help him not have so many ups and downs.
I think sharing the ball is part of that. He had 8 assists today. It's the most he's had.
I don't know, Alex. I don't know. I think the 8 assists is strictly due to the fact that everybody knows that guy can make shots, so they're out on him with 2 guys. And today he did a fantastic job finding the roll guy where he could catch it and lay it up. So, that's I think that's just a function of how he's being played. Where we'll see it is when he's not scoring as many. What else is he doing? See, today I thought the steal he got down at the end of toward the end of the game, where the guy went up and he just took it from him and brought it back down. I thought that was a key play. Those are the kind of plays that keep you from having those ups and downs.
That being said, what about Joe Burton's game tonight? It kind of seemed like he disappeared at times. Was that just a way that they were playing him, or was that?
Yeah, I did. Joe, his stat line doesn't look all that spectacular, but 5 rebounds and 3 blocks, and Joe's a smart basketball player, so I think he just kind of takes his opportunities as they come, and then. We needed to spread out the inside a little bit, so I wanted to bring Olaf in because they would be worried about him making a shot. That helped Devon get open in the low post in the second half. But I think that this might be a stat line you look and say, well, Joe had an off game, but I thought he helped us out a lot. I mean, he got some really big rebounds and toughness plays, and I'm surprised he only got 1 assist, but he was throwing passes that set up other things.
Got a nice lift from Langston off the bench. Is that something you've been seeing in practice?
Yeah, we've been seeing that in practice, and we've been seeing it in games. I mean, defensively, I have no hesitation in putting him in the game. And now he's starting to understand where he can get stuff going on offense. And so you don't have to make him a specialist just coming in on defense and then taking him out on offense. So that's going to help us out in the future. All of the young guys have made tremendous strides this year, and that's when you have guys out with injuries and with suspensions, that's what happens when they get some opportunities. They either use it and shine, or they fade off into the sunset. But I think all 4 guys are going to be able to help us this year.
What do you take away from the weekend now moving forward?
Yeah, you beat a team that's at the top of the league and you lose a team that's at the bottom of the league. You have to talk again about consistency, and if we can get a consistent level of play for 2 or 3 weeks, then you can assess where you really are as a team. And we just haven't had that, and I've got to that's my job to get us playing consistently. But somebody brought it up. The weekend, this week was, I think there were more positives than negatives. I mean, I really, I look all the way back to the UCLA game. I thought we played pretty well for the majority of that game, not all of it, but the majority of it. And then the USC game the same, and then you have Washington, and then you have this game. So, we've got to just dig out of this malaise, and it's a tough thing to do, but good teams can do it.